Hello and welcome back to Nadya's Identity Files. I have with me Kevin Burton Jr. Thank you for being here, and you are rocking your Antioch.
Yes. Rocking my Antioch University alumni shirt.
I love it. You need a bridge one too. Do they give those out also?
Maybe, but this is what I received.
I like it.
We'll look into that.
I like it. Very cool. Well, we're here to talk about your many identities, but specifically we would like to go into kind of how academia has helped shape your identity and, just different aspects of your makeup artistry and prowess. Okay. And first, obviously you do a lot of different things. You're a multifaceted artist.
Yes.
You work between cosmetics, fashion, and visual art. You're a self-proclaimed beauty master, which is awesome. Keep rocking that confidence. I love it. Tell me about your journey into this world.
I was introduced into the whole creative scene by my mom. She is a fashionista. My mom went to fashion school, and all my inspiration came from her and the household that I lived in. I learned everything from hair artistry, makeup artistry, sewing techniques from my mother. So that was a great influence in my life at that time. And after high school, I went into fashion design. I actually sketched my prom date's dress.
I love
so
it.
I sketched it, we had it made, and that's how I started my my design career with that. And I started painting high fashion scenario paintings, or what I saw in people, like the beauty.
Yeah.
If I saw something like right now, you have great brows to me. Great eyes and great brows. So I would go home and paint about that. And one day a friend of mine said, "Hey, dude, if you can paint, you can do makeup." I said, "No way. I am not touching people's faces."
Are you a germaphobe?
I don't know. No, I just didn't know anything about makeup. I'm like, makeup, ew. So I tried it out for the first time, and I fell in love with it. Mm-hmm. And from there, I said, oh, the human is my canvas.
Right.
So I started to indulge more into the makeup artistry aspects and making people feel beautiful and bringing out their beauty.
Right.
That's transformative. So it did something for them and for me at the same time. So I just went with makeup, and then it just kind of took off from there.
What types of events did you find yourself doing a lot of makeup work?
Everything from the neighbor next door to practicing on my family members and myself to extreme royal events, weddings from different. I was doing like princess makeup from like Africa and
that's fabulous.
Dubai. Like it was just all these opportunities started coming, and just an array of opportunities. So I just took it all in at one time.
And in that time, it sounds like you were kind of working with all of these different identities and enhancing different identities. You're like, oh yeah, we're not even going to get into some stories. I bet you have some special stories, like divalicious encounters. I know how women get when, it comes down to like the time's winding down and they want their makeup like this or that.
Yeah, but I think that is definitely true, the divalicious, but I understand that in dealing with, especially with female in makeup, when it comes to the aspect of transformative beauty, I knew how to handle the woman as far as in times of crisis or not feeling your best or feeling that you look great or just being spastic in the moment. So I'm very great at working under pressure or under crazy things happening in the moment. So just bringing out that essence in her would do both of us a benefit.
Right.
So then after the makeup, or even before the makeup aspects in art, I always had a hunger for education.
And let's talk about that.
Okay.
So you took some fashion courses at FITM and LA Trade Tech, which I wish we had time to kind of explore the differences between the two different schools. Now, I've known some people who have gone to FITM, and they are characters. So that's a story for another day. FITM identity, right?
Right.
But, after that, and I don't know how much time lapsed in between, the time that you took classes there and when you found out about the bridge program. But obviously that's a very different type of education.
Yes.
And all of it, as I was talking earlier, of course we self-educate all the time. time.
Yes.
But, this is more traditional.
Yes.
But untraditional, all in the same vein.
All in
so
the
tell
same
me a
vein.
bit about how you found out about Bridge and.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to keep it 100% real.
Please.
I found out about the Bridge program through my roommate at the time. I was currently homeless and I was staying in a men's facility. Of course, going through some ups and downs in my life. I had to be in a men's home to restructure my life, going through a personal transformation. And he said, hey, you want to come with me to a movie at my school? I said, sure, I'm not doing anything, why not? I went and I said, all right, let's go. And then I met the amazing teacher that's going to be here soon, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with every aspect of it. After the movie, we talked about me enrolling into the Bridge program, what is my future goals, and all these other academic, questionnaire types of things happening. And I attended Bridge like 3 weeks after that.
Yeah.
And everything just skyrocketed after. It was just from the previous trainings and education that I had before, just like in self-education and life education and all these things, just Bridge provided an opportunity for me to explore, to share, to give, to take, to enhance.
Right.
The teaching quality there is superb. Everyone is on the same level. The feeling there is very warm. It's very, it's humanistic. It's not, I don't
sterile.
know. It's not sterile. It's not the other.
Right.
It's very like we're both on the same level. You may have a PhD, I may not have one, but we're both on the same playing field. And that's what you get at Bridge. You get an opportunity to excel in every aspect. And that's what I like about it. And that's why I'm going to continue my education there.
That's wonderful. So you're going to be, when are you continuing on at Antioch? Maybe winter. Oh, cool.
Yes, I have so many projects lined up right now that's happening in the works. I just graduated from Antioch. I'm giving myself a little break, finish up on my projects, then continue in Antioch.
So in terms of your identity, you strike me as somebody who's already very self-aware and kind of unconscious of the world in which you live. But what impact did coming into Bridge do in terms of like your identity, if you could say?
My identity, first off, me being a black male, being an African American living in the United States, being a man that I don't label myself, but I am a part of the LGBTQ, and I guess there's an IA now.
Yeah, we have an IA now, yeah.
So being a part of that, all of these other things, like everything is accepted there. So I had a lot of questions before I came. Like I was very aware of how the program structure was. Like who are these people that's, what's going on here at Antioch? And I was kind of, I don't want to say fearful, but I was conscientious about it. Mm-hmm. And being a man of color, being raised, I wasn't so much raised in like I want to say urban language, the hood, but I didn't come from a lot. So education really wasn't pushed in me. I had to push that in myself. I had the artistic support and capabilities in my life, but I didn't have the educational support. So that right there was a big gap for me of a lot of things that happened to me in my life. A lot of men of color do not get an opportunity to have the right opportunities for education, and then fall into the crevices of life of where you have drugs, gangs, killings, incarceration, things of that nature. And I'm one of the blessed ones that I had the opportunity to stay out of that kind of situation or situations in my life because of my mother. My father wasn't present. So that's...
Yeah. And I really agree with what you said about Bridge being humanistic. And I think, pulling in everything that you just said as well, that type of environment is required to facilitate, a stronger understanding of, institutionalized racism and different types of oppression that people deal with, but not doing so in such a way where they're, the actual oppressed party is being talked to or othered, which I've seen and noticed and observed in other academic spaces.
And the one thing I love about Bridge is the class is a conglomeration of different backgrounds
and identities. Yes.
You have people that never had an education, that didn't have a GED, or then you have people that have masters, maybe a PhD, but they're coming to Bridge. So we're all compiled into this one class for 9 months, and you have all sorts of identities happening, clashing.
Yes.
Like, it was like a Saved by the Bell X-rated thing going. It was crazy.
I feel like there needs to be a reality TV.
It's totally a reality series. I'm in class like, oh, crap, what did I get myself into? But at the same time, you have the moments where everyone comes together and it becomes like more of a family unit. So you build this bond with maybe someone. For instance, a good friend of mine in class, we bonded, Sally from the Valley. I met Sally. She's so cool. It's like, this is my home girl from the Valley, and we connected on. We're different races, we're different age bracket, but we connected. Totally different backgrounds. So, the identities at Bridge it's crazy.
How did Bridge impact your creative projects?
Wow. I don't have an answer for that, because it catapulted me. It sparked something inside of me. It just catapulted me to other places in my life. I would get inspired in Bridge, say like in Tim's philosophy class, and after the class I would go home and just do about 5 to 7 sketches in one night.
That's amazing.
Because of the impactful words, the power that's in that class. The passion, the tenacity that he has, and just the class itself, the students, when they come together asking questions, they're pulling information, and you have like Lauren from the right just shooting this information, like you wouldn't even see her talking to anyone, but she's shooting out all these amazing answers and questions. You're like, what? And then someone else from the left is just, you get so much creative inspiration, even if you aren't creative.
Right. Right. I mean, I think that we all really have the ability to be creative.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, you're like, wait a second, here's my addendum.
Yeah. We're all creative beings, but are people. But
right.
If you proclaim, if you're not creative, like, you'll just come out of there just
kind of. So you found it very stimulating in that way.
Very stimulating. Yeah.
Wow. So what are some of the projects that you're working on now that you're busy with and like moving into the fall?
First project, I am working on completing my masterful series of beauty tutorials. I know there's a billion of amazing beauty tutorials online, but I'm gearing it towards everyone of all races, all colors, all face shapes. I'm going to make it a global project.
I love that. It's
because
beautiful.
I can't paint the whole world. I can't paint 6 billion people's faces plus. So
why not? Get on it.
I'm going to need the help of everyone else. But I'm going to finish this project, and hopefully
I would love to participate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Totally.
And I'm working on a multifaceted fashion line right now that includes women's, men's, and children's line.
So it sounds
line.
like you have a real passion in kind of building community with your art.
Yes.
And showing that, different groups of people, we don't have to be so segmented, which I think is great. Yeah,
we're already segmented enough in this world. So I think right now what we're needing as a global conscious is togetherness and oneness. So
absolutely. That's beautiful. I can't wait to see
Thank you.
your work, and for sure I would be honored to be a part of your project. I'll pull in other people too.
Yeah,
Just let me know what
awesome.
you need.
Okay.
Super cool. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
When we
Thank
come
you.
back, we will be talking to Tim Malone, and then we will be doing our roundtable conversation. Stay tuned.